Aw, oh, dude, what a great thing for her to not like have like an issue with it, right? So like she's Buddhist, right?
사실만 전달하는 국뽕브라더. 넷플릭스는 무조건 성공하는 치트키를 너무 잘 알아버렸습니다. 한국인들에게 맡기는 것이죠. 흑백요리사 시즌2가 공개된 이후로 또 한 번 전 세계 OTT판을 뒤흔들었습니다. 지금까지 존재했던 요리 서바이벌 프로그램 중에 단연 압도적이라는 평가를 받고 있죠. 이것은 굉장히 한국적이었기에 가능했습니다. 한국인 셰프들이 나와 한국인들만의 인생 서사를 보여주며 너무나 한국적인 식재료로 한국적인 조리 방법을 선보였습니다. 한국적이었기에 글로벌 흥행을 만들었다는 말이 의아하죠. 하지만 현재 해외에서는 한국적인 것이라면 무조건 관심을 받는 시대가 되었고 흑백요리사2에는 그들이 쉽게 볼 수 없었던 한국적인 요소들이 쏟아지며 열광한 것입니다. 그 중에서 가장 한국적인 모습을 볼 수 있던 장면이 있습니다. 바로 미슐랭 원스타 한식 다이닝 레스토랑의 셰프인 김희은님과 어느 곳에서도 볼 수 없던 사찰 음식 의대가 선재스님의 연합전이었습니다. 크게 보면 같은 카테고리에 있는 것 같지만 전혀 다른 방향으로 나아가는 두 사람이었습니다. 김희은 셰프는 현대적, 선재스님은 비교적 전통적이었고 김희은 셰프는 기독교, 선재스님은 누가 봐도 불교였습니다. 이렇게 한국은 기독교, 천주교, 불교가 골고루 분포되어 있어서 서로 다른 종교를 가진 사람들이 한자리에 자연스럽게 모이는 게 흔한 사회죠. 심지어 이 둘은 가장 일상적인 한국 음식을 만들어냈고 해외 시청자들은 이 둘의 장면에서 생각하지도 못한 정말 놀라운 지점에서 감탄을 했습니다.
So there's a lot of soup. Hey, I noticed that there's a lot of soup dishes in Korean cuisine. Living in Florida, I don't really need that like the warm liquid that is soup, you know what I mean? But I imagine in Korea is so much colder. It makes sense that you would eat like a lot of soups and stuff. Hell, if I lived in a very cold place, I would want more soups.
사찰 음식 한식과 그것에 대해서 굉장히 존경심을 갖고 있는
예수님은 전통의 기반이고 저는 똑같은 한식이지만 현대 한식.
두부를 튀기면 맛있어지잖아요. 그걸 조리하는 거예요. 간장하고 조청을 넣어서.
Oh, so to make the flavor of like kind of like another way for the meat.
선재스님 그리고 스님과 저와의 또 한식으로서의 공통적인 게 좋아요.
네.
The kimbap is almost ready.
What is she making? That looks so delicious. I don't know what she's making, but I'm here for it. Oh my God, this looks so good.
She does it like this.
Oh, she's rolling one inside the other. Oh, it's a double layer. Wait, is that how you make? No, that's not how you make. Wait, what?
모든 게 어우러졌을 때
Hey, both look pretty good, man. Oh yeah, I'm easily eating both of those. Easily.
어떻게 이런 느낌이어야 된다고 생각했어요.
Make sense?
된장.
The nice, delicious, very clean soup.
아무것도 안 넣고 그냥 그 무하고 다시마 물에다가 애호박만 넣는데
기독교입니다.
하나님 잘 되겠네.
Aw, oh, dude, what a great thing for her to not like have like an issue with it, right? So like she's Buddhist, right? One's Buddhist, one's Christian, right? But for her to not, for the Venerable Sanjay, not to like take issue with that. And in fact, like even say something like, then Buddha and God are, you know, on our sides because we both prayed. It's just like, you know what I mean? That's really nice thing. I like that. Instead of, because like you see too much, like religion's very divisive, right? And like you would see, you know, somebody say that they're one religion, another person say they're another religion, and then they wouldn't say something like your God and my God are on our side. Because there's a lot of like, my God's real, your God's not type of rhetoric within religion. So that's just really nice that she expressed herself that way. I think that's beautiful. I like it.
사실 김밥이 단면을 잘라보면은 그 색깔별로 재료들이 많잖아요. 많은 모든 게 어우러졌을 때
Yeah, but
이게
they're not cooking together. You know what I mean?
된장을
Maybe it's really good, okay, but I'm not sure about their
되게
thing.
맑게만 해주시면은
네. 맛이 그대로 살아나도록 애호박 이렇게 수저를 떠서 칼로 안 써요.
Cut it now.
모든 게 어우러졌을 때 밸런스.
세팅하자. 얼른 세팅해. 그럼 된장.
Someday I really wanted to eat Venerable Sanjay's cooking. Okay, Korean cuisine by Chef Hee-eun and Chef Venerable Sanjay. Okay, abalone kimbap first.
And that's both types of kimbap there? Nope, that's the one kind.
또 장과
Oh, that looks so good. I mean, the food looks so good. I mean, I'm telling you, Chef On loves to smell food. All my senses must take this in.
선재스님과 김희은 셰프님 팀은
They ain't going on. Elimination.
탈락 후보입니다. 탈락 후보입니다.
형님 완전 김밥을 먹는 순간에 좀 눈이 퍽 터져요.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say one's just better than the other. That would like kind of, you know what I mean? Oh, no. Chili sauce and the doenjang soup.
제가 틀려가지고
그래서 내가 누가 뭘 만드셨나 물어보면 이건 다른 사람이 만들었다는 게 딱 느껴져.
나도 확실히 느껴.
One person made their style, the other person made the other style. And these two styles didn't work together in the dish. It tasted like two different dishes on the same plate. Damn it. Okay.
선재스님, 김희은 팀은 탈락 후보존으로 이동해주세요.
Damn it.
옆에 있으니까 조금 미안한 마음이 들었어요.
Aw, they both feel it's their own fault.
축제에 올라갈 거예요.
Aw, so sweet. Sweet people. They're so sweet and wholesome. I like wholesome people, and I also like confident. Both are beautiful, right?
먼저 준비한 음식은 김밥이었죠. 해외 시청자들 입장에서는 굉장히 반가운 메뉴였습니다. 사실 이미 해외에서는 김밥은 굉장히 유명한 음식이 되었습니다. 캐대언에서도 김밥을 먹는 장면이 나와 SNS에 수많은 외국인들이 김밥을 먹는 영상을 올려대기도 했었으며 아프리카에서도 급식으로 김밥을 먹으면서 영상이 올라오기도 할 정도입니다. 김밥을 처음 먹은 외국인은 이런 반응을 보이게 됩니다.
First time trying Korean kimbap. If the food comes in a bag that looks like this, gas. First up, we got the spicy pork. I love Korean food. There's various vegetables in here. What looks like a pickled jalapeno, pickled daikon, spicy pork. And next up, the mayo shrimp. Just tastes like shrimp tempura roll. They also give you the sauce. I think it's soy sauce, vinegar, sugar, and wasabi. Let's get some sauce in there. Honestly, I love this. I want to try like every flavor now. I'd give this an 8.6 out of 10. It's so good.
김밥도 김밥이지만 유독 해외에서 선제스님에 대한 엄청난 인기를 보여주고 있습니다. 이것은 한국의 불교에 기반한 선제스님의 말과 태도가 해외 시청자들이 봤을 때 굉장히 매력적으로 다가왔기 때문입니다. 또한 불교도 한국 역사에서 뺄 수 없는 요소입니다. 수천 년을 함께하며 역사적인 문화재도 남길 만큼 한국의 한 부분으로 이어져 왔기 때문입니다. 그런데 더욱 놀라운 것은 한국 불교가 굉장히 특별하다는 것입니다. 해외 연구진들은 한국만의 불교에 큰 관심을 갖고 연구할 만큼 한국의 불교는 굉장히 독특하다고 합니다.
We have seemingly unremitting waves of missionaries breaking over the ever-expanding shores of the Asian continent in what, with little exaggeration, we may call the world's first example of globalization. Soon after the inception of Buddhism, around the 6th century BCE, we're told that the Buddha ordered his monks to, quote, wander forth for the welfare and weal of gods and men. This command initiated one of the greatest missionary movements in all of world religious history, a movement that over the next millennium would spread Buddhism from the shores of the Caspian Sea in the west to the Inner Asian steppes in the north, the Japanese Isles in the east, and the Indonesian archipelago in the south. Buddhist missionaries, typically following long-established trade routes between the geographical and cultural regions of Asia, through sheer size alone, of course, the monolith that was China would tend to dominate the creative work of East Asian Buddhism. But this dominance need not imply that innovations did not take place on the periphery of East Asia, innovations that could have a profound effect throughout the region, including on the Chinese heartland itself. These countercurrents of influence, as I call them, can have significant, even profound impact on neighboring traditions, affecting them in manifold ways. I'm increasingly convinced, in fact, that we should not neglect the place of these peripheral traditions of East Asia, those in Japan, in Vietnam, Tibet, perhaps, but certainly in the case of Korea, in any comprehensive accounting of the evolution of a broader Sinitic tradition of Buddhism. Korea was subject to many of the same forces that prompted the growth of Buddhism on the Chinese mainland, and Korean commentarial and scriptural writings, again, all composed in literary Chinese, were often able to exert as pervasive an influence throughout East Asia as were texts written in China proper. Given the organic nature I propose for the East Asian traditions of Buddhism, such peripheral creations could have found their way back to the Chinese center and have been accepted by the Chinese, in which the peninsula is viewed merely as a bridge for the transmission of Buddhism and Zenity culture from the Chinese mainland to the islands of Japan. As enduring as this metaphor has been in the scholarship, it long ago became anachronistic, a Japan-centric view of Korea that should finally be discarded for good. Most of the early transmission of Buddhism to Japan occurred along a current and led not from China, but directly from Korea. Much less well understood than even this Korean influence on early Japanese Buddhism is the impact of Buddhists from the peninsula on several schools of Buddhism in China itself. And finally, Korean Buddhism was able to exert substantial influence in regions far removed from the peninsula, even in areas as distant from Korea as Sichuan and Tibet. Korea was not a bridge. It was instead a bastion of Buddhist culture in East Asia in its own right. Once we begin tracing these countercurrents of influence in East Asian Buddhism, however, I think we discover that the lineages of these patriarchs often lead us back not to China or to Japan, but instead to Korea.
또한 유독 해외에서는 다른 나라보다 한국의 사찰을 찾는 경우가 많습니다. 이들은 유구한 역사에 한국인들이 쌓은 지혜와 독특한 사찰 문화를 경험하며 이런 반응을 보이기 때문입니다.
Hey guys, I am at Golgotha Temple in South Korea, and here they actually offer a temple stay experience for people who want to come and learn more about Korean Buddhism or meditation, or for people who just want to relax and just chill out a bit. I found this place when I was researching things to do in South Korea, and this place immediately caught my attention, especially when I read the description of the program. Learning Buddhism, meditation and Korean culture, reflecting on one's life in the beautiful nature, refreshing one's routine, releasing stress. And that was like, yep, I'm gonna do that.
Got a pillow, and like in Jeonju, the floor is heated, like a big electric blanket.
And yeah, meals are gonna be completely vegan for the next few days, which I am really looking forward to. One of the big reasons why I wanted to come and do this temple stay program is just the mindfulness element of it. I know how important meditation and being mindful is in day-to-day life, but I've never really practiced meditation before or learned how to do it. And I just feel like it's something that would be really useful in my life or really anyone's life. So I'm here mostly because I just want to learn how to like detach from things sometimes and just relax my mind and chill out a bit. I'm just super excited for the next few days.
Then in the best part of the evening, we sat down and we meditated for about 10 minutes under the full moon with the sound of the ocean. And then the chanting started. We walked around in this big circle around the fire, and yeah. At this stage, the flower lanterns we were making earlier started to make a lot of sense, and I finally got to throw mine into the fire. It's a beautiful moment. I'm gonna go do some chanting.
So I learned this basic chant during my orientation session yesterday. Namu Amitabha. So it's just after lunchtime now, and I've already had a half day of activities today. So if I'd have to describe this experience as a mixture of extremely peaceful with extremely challenging. And I've just come out of my last session now, which was 108 prostrations, which is where you bow to the floor 108 times as a way of like clearing the mind and easing the suffering. I'll get more information on why it's 108 and more about.
So why is there 108? What's the significance of that number?
Because we have 108 sufferings, way to clean them. We have 6 senses, eyes, nose, mouth, the 5 classic one, and the mind is the number 6. And there are 6 objects we can interact with, something I can see, something I can taste, something I can smell. So it's 6 of 6. 12 multiplied by 3. Because I can like, not like, or keep neutral. So it's 36 multiplied by 3 again, because there's past, present, and future. So it's make all this suffering.
I've got some free time now, so I've just come up to the top of this mountain here, and I'm enjoying the view and the sun, and it's really, really lovely. When it comes to food, here at the temple, there are 3 big meals a day. one at 6:30 a.m., one at 11:30 a.m., and the other at 5 p.m. I personally really enjoyed the food and found it really filling, healthy, and tasty. And just like that, it's the end of my temple stay experience. I'm so glad I came here. I'm so glad I did this. And actually today in the tea session with the Buddhist monk, oh, by the way, every day there's a period in the middle of the day for about an hour where everyone will sit down with the Buddhist monk or nun and talk about Buddhist stuff. And today she was telling us a story about a man finding a bull, capturing the bull, training the bull, and then the bull and the man become like friends and trust each other, and then after a period of time the man and the bull become one. And the analogy is that the bull represents our mind and the man represents our body.
이렇듯 흑백 요리사 하나만 파고들어도 한국의 우수한 문화 요소들이 굉장히 많다는 것을 알 수 있었습니다. 또한 이제는 우리만큼이나 외국인들도 알고 있는 시대가 왔네요. 저는 여러분 곁에서 가짜뉴스를 걸러내고 진짜 해외 반응 소식을 전해드립니다. 속는 게 바보가 아니라 속이는 게 나쁜 겁니다. 구독과 좋아요, 알림 설정을 조심스럽게 부려봅니다. 영상을 끝까지 시청해주신 분들 정말 감사합니다.